So if you've been wanting to meal prep but didn't know how to go about it, you think it might take too long, be too complicated, well, I'm going to show you some really simple things you can do to make meal prep super easy. Hi, I'm Debbie Chu and welcome back to my kitchen. This is my channel, Chew on Vegan, and here I like to show you quick and easy whole food plant-based recipes. I'm a full-time RN and I follow the Starch Solution. The Starch Solution is a program that was developed by Dr. John McDougall, and if you would like more information, I'll leave a link to his book in the description box below. So if you want to learn more about whole food plant-based recipes, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. You can also follow me on Instagram. And if you're new to this way of eating or just feel like you need some more support, I started a Facebook group and I'll leave a link to that in the description box below, and I'd love to have you join. Sometimes meal prep can just seem so overwhelming. You just don't know what to do, how to go about it. You don't want to spend hours in the kitchen. So I'm going to show you some really simple recipes that you can do, some breakfast and some lunch, because I do take my breakfast, my first meal of the day is probably around noon, so I do take that with me to work. And then I also take my lunch with me. So I'm going to show you some lunches and some breakfasts that you can take with you, or you can just have it ready in the fridge for breakfast in the morning if you eat in the morning first thing. So let's get started. So the key to meal prep is always to be prepared. So you're going to need to do your shopping ahead of time. So I usually go grocery shopping on Saturday, and then Sunday is my meal prep day. So I think ahead as to what I'm going to want to make for my meals. And I usually keep it super simple. It's usually going to be oatmeal for breakfast, and then maybe some kind of veggie bean rice combo for lunch. So it doesn't get simpler than that. And then you can just trade out what vegetables you like, what beans you like, and if you want rice or potatoes, that's all up to you. Another key is you will be doing multiple things at once. So you're going to have things up on the stovetop, you're going to have things in the oven, you're going to be chopping. So you're going to want to just multitask the best you can. And that way you're not going to spend hours in the kitchen. So let me explain to you about multitasking. So the first thing I did is I preheated my oven to 425. I've got my baking sheets lined here. So for these meals, I'm going to be making rice, I'm going to be making roasted vegetables, and I'm going to be making oatmeal. So the first thing I want to do is to get my rice going. So I've got 3 cups of water in my rice cooker here, and then I'm adding 1.5 cups of rice. I've got 1 cup of brown and 1/2 cup of white. So let's get this going. Quick little stir here. Boom, first thing started. Then I've got 5 cups of water that I'm bringing to a boil for my oatmeal. So while all that's going on, I'm going to get my veggies ready. So I've got all kinds of veggies here. I've got red onion, yellow squash, zucchini, red pepper. I've got some chickpeas, Brussels sprouts, and I've got some butternut squash, and I've got some little baby yellow potatoes. So I want to cook my squash, my potatoes, and my chickpeas first. So we're going to get those onto this, my 2 cookie sheets here. So I put the butternut squash in a bowl. This was just a small butternut squash. And then I'm just going to quarter these potatoes and put them in the bowl because I want to season them up. I also dumped in a can of chickpeas that I rinsed and drained. I reserved the aquafaba. Just want to bring notice to this cute cutting board I got. It says plants only. I love it. I'll leave a link to this company in the description box, but I love it. I got a bigger one. This is the bigger one, then I have a smaller one, so they're really cute. Anyway, I digress. So as far as these 3 things in here, I'm going to squeeze the juice of 1/2 lemon, and then I've just got about 3 tablespoons of that aquafaba. So I'm going to use half, stir it around. This is going to help the seasonings stick. Give it a good stir, and then put the rest on and stir it again. I have 2 baking sheets lined with parchment paper, and then I just distribute it evenly to both. So the reason why we're cooking these first is because they're going to take a little bit longer, and I want my chickpeas to get nice and crispy. So, seasonings. Granulated garlic. Onion powder. And of course, smoked paprika. And then to change it up, I'm gonna add some dried oregano. I'm going crazy. Adding a new spice to my usual suspects. All right, and then I just toss it with my hands. Just get it all over the place. You know, it's fun to get in here with your hands, get messy. So we're gonna pop these in a preheated oven at 425 degrees. We're gonna let these go for about 15 minutes or so, and then we're gonna add our other veggies. Then we're gonna go over and get our oatmeal going. And I almost forgot. I'm also gonna add in the oven with the veggies that are cooking. I've got 5 small russets, and then I found these new sweet potatoes. They're very similar to Japanese. These are murasakis. I got these at Trader Joe's, and they taste very much like the Japanese sweet potatoes. The skin is purple, and then inside it's like a light yellow, and they're really good. So I'm gonna just throw these on the oven. I'm just gonna put them on the side of the baking sheets, right on the rack, and just let them cook along with everything else. Multitasking. So my 5 cups of water have come to a boil. I'm gonna add 2½ cups of oats. Turn it down, give it a good stir. I'm going to add a tablespoon of ground golden flaxseed, a good amount of cinnamon, probably about a tablespoon. And this is going to be, I should have got a bigger pot, but we're gonna figure it out. Then I have about 1.5 cups of riced cauliflower and 1.5 cups of zucchini. So getting our veggies in. So once it comes back up to, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit so it comes back up to a boil, and we're gonna let it cook for 10-15 minutes. It might take 20 because I've got so much water in here. And remember, you're not gonna even taste these veggies in here, but they're gonna add so much fiber and nutrients, it's well worth it to add them in. All right, that looks like a good little simmer coming up. Turn it down. If you put your spoon here, it will not boil over. Okay, so the veggies are almost done. So we're now gonna season these other veggies. And I have Brussels sprouts, red pepper, zucchini, red onion, and yellow squash. I'll be using the rest of the aquafaba. So I used half for the first batch, and now half for this one. Stir it around. Now these Brussels sprouts were frozen. I didn't have any fresh. And I got those at Trader Joe's. And I just put them in the microwave for a couple of minutes and then just let them sit out. And then they defrosted just fine. And as you can see, like this yellow squash is kind of brown. So it's a great way to get rid of some of your other veggies that are about to go bad. So the same seasonings as before. Garlic powder, onion powder, little oregano, smoked paprika. Okay, so that batch that was on the bottom shelf, The potatoes weren't quite done, but everything else was pretty done. So I just put those potatoes on here, and we're gonna just let these cook for maybe another 10 minutes. And then we're just gonna add our other veggies here. This is why it's important to watch your stuff. So we're gonna let these go for, these 10, these about 20. All right, these go back in the oven. This one for 10 minutes, this one for about 20. So oatmeal is done, and now I'm gonna put it in individual containers. I don't always put it in individual containers. Sometimes I just put it in one big bowl, and then every day when I come home from work, I fill one of these little containers. But today I just feel like doing it all. So, and you know, I'm a mess, as you can see. I usually put like 2 ladlefuls in each one. And then if I have more than that, I'll put it in a big bowl. But so I got perfectly 6 containers out of here. And these are about 1.25 cups. Now I'm just gonna add some blueberries. And these are nice big blueberries. Got these from Trader Joe's. And then I'll just heat this up at work in the microwave. And the blueberries kind of burst a little bit, and ooh, it's so good. Then I'm gonna put some banana on the other half, just for some sweetness. I tell you, this has been such a game changer for me. Adding the veggies into the oatmeal, I really was able to get to my goal weight a lot faster, and it was delicious. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. And then I'll let these cool, of course, before I put the lid on. And then they'll just stack in my refrigerator, and they'll be ready for each day, and I have an extra one, so it's perfect. So we've got our rice all done. I'm gonna put a little bit in each container. Okay, I think that's about even-ish. And then I'm gonna put the veggies, the roasted veggies, in here too. I just combined the 2 cookie sheets with the potatoes and the chickpeas and the butternut squash onto this one, so it's just easier to transfer it over. And then I'll just take a scoop of each. Probably 2 scoops of the veggies. But you do it however you'd like. I just love all these colors, oh my gosh. So then once I've done all that, then I just go and just distribute the rest of this into each one. Now you can have them plain like this. I'm gonna put a little cheese sauce on here. Just like that much. But you could put, I mean, if you want barbecue sauce, if you want some soy sauce, coconut aminos, it's totally up to you. But this is going to be a really satisfying, hearty lunch. And that's it for our lunch option. And I've got more than for the week, so one of these will probably end up being a dinner. So would you look at all this food? So I've got breakfast, lunch. I like these for snacks. I would throw one in my lunch bag. And then I'm gonna have fruit, of course. And I always bring a salad, probably the same size as this. But I like to make my salads fresh every day. I don't like to make them ahead of time. And of course, I always have my 3-2-1 dressing for my salads. That's all you need, and we're done, and I don't have to worry about making my lunch really for this whole week. So excited about that. All right, so I've got my lunch bag here, and I'm gonna show you how I put this together. I also wanted to let you know, this is how I store my potatoes and sweet potatoes, just in a bowl in the fridge. I don't like to put them in a plastic bag. They get kind of slimy to me, and I don't like that. Even if I let them cool completely, it's weird to me, so I don't like that. So in here, I'm gonna put one of my oatmeals, and then I think I'll take one of my sweet potatoes and I'll just put that on top of that. I'll also put some grapes in here. I will put those in a bag. And then down here, I've got my cutlery, my bamboo silverware, my toothbrush. I've got a knife if I need it. And then I'll just put one of the veggies and rice in here. And then I'll also make a salad, same size container as that. That will go in there as well. And that will be my lunch for the week. I don't mind eating the same thing day after day, so it totally works for me. And I just love the convenience of coming home and just putting in my new food, and I'm good. I don't have to worry about it after work. So this is great for a work week. You know, I know you guys are busy. You're moms, you work full time, you have things to do, and you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, especially during the week. So I hope this makes things a little bit easier for you. And this is what I do this every single week consistently, and it really helps me to stay on track. And I hope you check out plantsonly.com. This is where I got this cute shirt. I got this cutting board. They have dish towels. They have all kinds of things. I get no money from them. I'm not affiliated with them. I just really love their products, and I just want to share it with you. I like to support plant-based businesses, and this is a really good one. So I'll leave a link to their website in the description box below. And I will also leave all the instructions, ingredients, everything, links to my cheese sauce, links to my 3-2-1 dressing. So everything should be there for you in one area. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, please leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. What you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you. Lovely. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Down here, I just zipped it up. That was smart.